Hey, real estate agents, welcome back. How would you like to make six figures in your real estate sales business, huh? Yeah, you do. All of you do. Because every time I talk to you guys, a real estate agent, it's that I love to make six figures, but the majority of us aren't. And why is that? The reality is we're not working our CRM correctly. Even high producing agents are leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table because they're not working their CRM. And the reason is they feel that it's probably way too complicated. They don't like it. It's administrative stuff, right? Who wants that? I'm gonna share 3 simple steps that you can execute today. And I mean simple, because if it's overcomplicated, we won't execute it. 3 simple steps on how to make high six figures work in your CRM. I'm Guillermo Salas, former attorney turned real estate agent, and I've created multiple businesses that are all highly leveraged and multiple passive sources of income. And I'm sharing every tip, process, and system that I've ever created to execute that here on this channel. So please subscribe, hit that notification button so you hear about all the content before anybody else. Sounds good? Awesome. Let's jump into it. First thing, let's just handle the elephant in the room with respect to CRMs, right? It's not fun. It's not sexy. It's tedious. It's not the thing like, hey, I got into real estate, I want to be typing and doing a bunch of administrative work. It's not. And in fact, what often happens is like, we might even start doing it, but then the deals start coming in and you'll start running those, or you become reactive to whatever the market's doing and you'll stop and never get back to the CRM. Here's the reality. It's not fun, right? It's not sexy. It is tedious. But so is not being able to pay your bills, not knowing where your next deal is going to come from, right? It's all hard, but choose your hard, right? This one is going to set you up for success. It's a slow down to speed up process. Right? It's gonna get you where you want, and all that other stuff before, it's just excuses, right? So let's just end that conversation about it's tedious, it's hard, it's all hard. Choose your hard. Let's end that story now, and going forward, we're gonna commit to do this CRM in a simple way, right? Because it has to be simple. If it's not simple, then we won't do it, and that's what I'm promising you today. The other thing about CRMs is that why do we need it? Well, there is just so much information overflow. You're getting media blitzed all the time. It's coming from every single direction. So you can't keep it in your brain. You have to use technology. You have to use a CRM to keep you on task. And a CRM is not your phone. A CRM is not an Excel spreadsheet, right? This is gonna be simple, but let's just acknowledge and adopt. CRM is a CRM. I don't care which one it is. I don't have a horse in this race. Choose one and go with it. Make sense? Cool. So from now on, no more excuses about the CRM. Tip number 1, pick a CRM that integrates automatically with your contacts in your phone, right? The biggest thing that slows down a lot of people is actually getting the contacts into the CRM in the first place. So there's a lot of technology out there that does this automatically, right? You shouldn't be manually inputting any of this stuff anymore, right? So choose a CRM that integrates with your Google contacts, if you're a Google user, or with your Android phone or your iPhone. I know here at EXP, KB Core is the CRM that we use, and it automatically integrates with our Google. The other thing is, a lot of phones have your contact. You can you go into your contact list and you have your personal contact filled out. It'll create a QR code for you automatically. And so when you're going out to networking, you give that to somebody, scan it, and you scan theirs in automatically so that it is willing and able to get into your CRM, right? So that's the first, just identify the things that are the roadblocks. This is one of the major roadblocks that hold people back from using their CRM because they never get it into their CRM. And if your CRM doesn't integrate and it's too much of a hassle to move to a different CRM, then there's other apps out there that will integrate it for you. I think Zapier is absolutely one of them. And you can do easy Google search and you'll find that, but I believe Zapier is one of those that will do it for you. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is simple labeling. That's the other full stop for people, right? They're like, oh, they'll get in there and they want to label it. Oh, this person is a buyer under $100,000 in a particular neighborhood and needs this certain restaurant to be on at the end of the block. Like, that's way too complicated and you'll never get it done, right? So my simple system is easy. We're gonna break them into 2 categories. People that I've met and people that I haven't met or unmet. Met, unmet. And then those at most subcategory for now, right? Because we're doing simple. So you actually execute a system. So you got your unmet and you got your met, and then let's divide those into buyer and seller. End the story. right? Let's not go label them in this neighborhood or this price point or their investor or this is a former agent. Forget that stuff, because once you start going down that road, it becomes overwhelming and you won't do it. Now, down the road, once you have the simple system set up, yes, we're gonna break it down into different categories, but that's the next level. Right now, we wanna just get you into action. Tip number 3 is a simple follow-up system, right? For each of the categories, the Met and the unmets. Let's start with the Mets. Mets or SOI or COI, these are just people that you've actually met in person, know you, trust you, otherwise would do business with you. That category of people. Now, the ideal situation is to put people on what I call the 33 touch, right? So the market research shows that most people only have room in their brains for the names of 1 or 2 realtors. So the way to remain top of mind is to hit them 33 times a year. It's a series of text messages, calls, emails, personal visits, whatever it is. However, that 33 touch program is also the thing that has people full stop with their CRM. So I'm gonna give you permission here for now to not worry about the 33 touch. What I want you to worry about is with your SOI, your Mets, put into your calendar 4 times a year to reach out to them personally, live, right? So that's once a quarter. You're gonna break up your calendar of SOIs, break it up in whatever way you need so that it's rotating every quarter, every 3 months. And you're gonna have a reminder that says, hey, I need to reach out to Joe Smith personally. And that could take the form of a call. That could take the form of a lunch, a breakfast, a coffee, a dinner, drinks, whatever it is. And that's it. That's the beauty of the system, right? You wake up in the morning and you know exactly what you're gonna do, right? You open up and here's my task reminder. I've got 3 Mets that I need to contact today. Know what I'm gonna say to them. I'm gonna schedule some coffees, drinks, dinners, catch up meetings. And then here's all my unmets, right? And that's what I'm gonna do with them. And by the way, with the unmets, you wanna put them on an automatic campaign. All these CRMs have an automatic campaign that lasts anywhere from year to year and a half to 2 years for buyers and sellers. Here's the practice point. Do it. Just elect it, right? I hear so many times from agents like, oh, it's not my voice, it's not my tone, and then they do nothing. Stop it. It's all excuses. Put it on the automatic campaign if you're not gonna do anything, right? Better is to have in your tone, but putting it on the automatic campaign is better than doing nothing, right? You're remaining top of mind. Absolutely, put it on the automatic campaign and have it do the work for you. And then when that automatic campaign ends, then we put them into what we call a fishing pond, which is yet another automatic campaign for 4 or 5 years, right? But it's now a system where like, hey, you can go in there and maybe when you're slow, just go back and refresh those and just see if you can engage them again. But simple system on how to handle your CRM. And we're gonna keep it that way because we want you to execute it. Well, let's recap. 3 simple techniques, right? Number 1, find a system that gets them into your contact and your CRM easily, automatically. Number 2, let's label it simply, right? That's what stops us. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. And number 3, follow-up system, a simple one so that you execute it regularly. And because the money's lost in the follow-up, if you don't have a simple follow-up system, you won't do it and you're gonna lose the money. That's it. Thank you again for tuning in. If you like the content, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you hear about the content before anybody else. And you know what, if you wanna learn more, like we talked about the simple part, if you wanna hear the next level stuff, my calendar link is in my bio. Schedule a 20-30 minute conversation. I'm happy to go into it deeper. Until next video, go out there and cause and create miracles. Have a great day.